Hey, it's Dawn of the New Era, and I am back. Today, I want to talk about your healing process, right? Most of us right now are in a space where we're wanting to do inner work. Inner work is a beautiful process of noticing things that aren't in alignment and witnessing them, maybe alchemizing them, shifting them, or perhaps just compassionately loving them the way that they are. Now, most people tend to focus on one aspect of themselves when they're doing healing work. Today, I want to offer you the hydro version of healing, and it includes looking at all 5 bodies. So all 5 aspects of yourself, starting with the physical body. So usually the physical body is the very last place that manifests any kind of illness or any kind of dis-ease, right? When we have dis-ease manifesting in the body, and that obviously needs to get looked at and healed. So a lot of times too, people will say, you know, I want to get better, I want to be a better person, so I'm going to do weightlifting, and I'm going to do yoga, and I'm going to do supplementation, I'm going to try herbs. These are all beautiful ways to connect and heal with your body. Detoxes, cleansing, physically strengthening the body, and overall just taking care of it, taking care of your nervous system, your lymphatic system. Now, we also have a mental body, and the mental body is actually where our healing begins or originates. It's where dis-ease originates. So mentally, we have these beliefs, right? We have a belief that this is right, this is wrong, this is good, this is bad. If you're on your journey to healing, I highly recommend you challenging those thoughts and beginning to notice what your egoic mind is informing you of. Because the truth is, if you're in a space of wanting to grow and heal and become a better person or a better version of you, you're perfect the way you are, but a better version of you, you do want to notice what your thought processes are. And I highly recommend going in and doing some tapping to challenge maybe some of your thoughts and rewire them. The third body is your emotional body. And I am going to speak a lot to the emotional body because emotional intelligence in the New Era movement it's the most important thing. So if you only can have time to really alchemize or heal one aspect of yourself, I would highly advise putting a lot of energy into your emotional self. When we have a thought, it turns into a feeling, and that feeling then creates energy. So a lot of times we're skipping that step of feeling because we don't even know what we're feeling. We know happy and sad. We know anxious and depressed. And I feel like that's the entirety of the scope of a lot of people's emotional intelligence. And that's okay. We were taught that. That is not something that we have done, right? It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve emotionally. It's time to understand truly like the intricacies of what we're feeling. You know, we're feeling persuaded. We're feeling encouragement, using a larger vocabulary. And you can get vocabulary lists for feelings easily online. And the next would be your needs, right? Your needs. So I'm feeling this way. What am I needing? I'm feeling super tired. I'm needing rest. It's very simple, but just those check-ins and also stepping into other people's shoes when they're having big emotions and trying to figure out what they're needing as well. So emotional intelligence, wonderful way to continue on your healing journey. The fourth is your energetic body. So this isn't something that you can see. This is not something that science really has worked on measuring. To believe that we are energy it's a belief. The only time we really can get in tune with energy is we know when we're tired, right? We know when we're run down. Sometimes people say, you're glowing, right? When you're doing a lot of self-care or you're in a space of balance, people will say, you're glowing. Well, what is that glow? It is energy. There is a multitude of ways to work with your energy field. Myself, if you are a healer, if you are a yoga practitioner, a meditation teacher, if you are holding space and you're helping others heal, then you might want to really focus on the energetic body, because it can get drained, it can get emotions stuck in it. I'm sorry, the energetic body. And in order to keep your energy balanced, you might want to receive energy work. So there's acupuncture, craniosacral therapy, polarity therapy, of course, classic Reiki. There's so many ways to energize, balance your meridians or chakras, whatever you would like to call them. Every culture has a different name for it, and most cultures believe in our energy grid and our energy system. And then lastly, we have our spiritual body, so our connection to the unseen world. And that's a practice that will also really help in your healing, because then you're not doing it alone, right? We have ancestors, ascended masters, angels, elemental beings. There's thousands of spirits around you, right? The plant spirits we talked about, the mineral spirits. Now, ultimately, you probably don't have to heal your spirit. Most people do not have to heal their spirits. Our spirits are intact. Our bodies might be off. Our minds might be tripping. Our emotional self, we might need to energetically work that muscle a little bit more. Spiritually, we're perfect. Our spirits, unless you've had extreme trauma, you might have some spirit loss. In that case, I would recommend seeing a practitioner, a shamanic practitioner, or whoever you feel called to get that spirit back in the body, or at least prepare the body to feel safe enough to let the spirit come back in. And that's it. That's the 5 bodies. So at times of your life, you're going to be focusing a little bit more on some than the others, but ideally you want to be working out all these spaces and paying attention to all 5 bodies. You wouldn't go to the gym and just work out your upper body every day, right? So you don't want to just be focusing on spiritual things and not your emotional self. And thanks for doing the work. Thanks for doing the healing work, for being here and showing up and practicing. We're never going to do it perfectly. We're always just practicing.
Want more? Become a member today. For $25 a month, you'll receive exclusive content and access to our online library full of classes to take anytime, anywhere.